This is the plaintiff, Harold. He says he rented a house from the defendant, and once he sold the house, he kicked him out with very short notice. Now the louse won't return his security deposit, and he's not about to let him get away with not giving him back his $2,000. This is the defendant, Abdul Abukil. He says the plaintiff did a lot of damage to the house. He has the pictures to prove it and thinks the judge will be seeing things his way today in court. He's accused of holding on tight to security.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says that his former landlord, the defendant, treated him like crap, and now he's trying to withhold money that he is owed. But the defendant says the guy damaged his house big time, and he owes him nothing. It's the case of get your things out now.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Mr. Harold, talk to me. You rented a house from Mr. Abukiel, and how long were you there?
We were there about 2.5 years. Just about.
And who was living there?
Myself, my wife, and 4 children.
Okay. And so when you left, why was it you left? Was it your choice or his choice or what?
The landlord wanted to sell the property, and would I be willing to, cooperate with anyone coming in to see the house and while they're listing the property?
At that point, were you on a month-to-month?
Yes, because we had not renewed the lease for 2020.
Right. Okay. You move out, and is there a walkthrough that you guys do together or not really?
Yes, we did the walkthrough. He pointed out basically all of the walls had some, whether it's like, I don't know, scuffing or a little hole from hanging curtains or, just wear and tear things on the walls. He was pretty upset about that. And he said, oh, I can't.
So you feel he inappropriately kept your deposit? He kept the whole deposit, right?
Yeah, he kept the whole deposit for the carpet.
Okay. Well, did you get a letter from him within 30 days of moving out, listing the reasons that they were keeping the deposit?
Yes, that's this letter here, which you should have. And he said it's for the carpet. The cost was $2,200.
Let me ask you, Mr. Abukiel, are you a property manager or are you the owner?
I'm the property manager.
So you don't own the place?
No, Judge, no, I don't.
Okay, let me first give you a piece of free legal advice. When you file the letter that the law in Florida requires the landlord to file, don't pick just one thing. Pick everything and put it all in the letter, because when you pick one thing, what if I disagree with you on the carpet? And now, because you're going to talk to me about all the holes in the wall of it, as a property manager, that's a piece of advice I have for you. All right, here's a picture of the carpet before move-in. And who took these pictures?
That was either myself or my wife.
Your Honor, those pictures are actually after Mr. Harold moved out from the property. I have pictures when he moved in. Prior to his move-in, for a few months, we put a new carpet, and new paint inside the property.
How long before he moved in did you put in a new carpet?
It was 4 months. 4 months before he moved in that we had.
Okay, so here are the pictures that you have of the carpet.
That's correct. That was in the market for rent at that point.
Right. Which looked pretty pristine. And in any event, let me see what it is that it looked like afterwards.
And by the way, Your Honor, Mr. Harold was a great person, and I have nothing personal. This is just the fact that we had to clean up and do all this. It's a lot of cleanup that we had to do besides the carpet. This is the property as after Mr. Harold moved out from the property. Your Honor, I cannot cut just pieces and do spots. I have to replace the entire carpet. And I brought a professional carpet cleaner, and he told me there's nothing he could do.
Mr. Harold.
Yes.
You know what I find charming is that someone actually vacuumed. You can see the marks of someone vacuuming, as though there's something that you can do to hide the damage that has been done to these carpets. You actually what?
I had it cleaned. I had the carpet cleaned. To be honest,
I know, darling. So this is how it looks when it's clean. I know. I mean, this is What do you think is going to happen when you hand it over like this? This isn't how you got it.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Both these litigants seem pretty reasonable, but reasonable doesn't always win a lawsuit. And when there are two reasonable people, one of them's going to be a loser. Let's go back into the courtroom.
I never denied that the carpet was in worse condition than it was when we moved in. I never denied that at all. The only thing I asked...
But then why would you be suing
Abdul,
to get your security deposit back?
Well, the only thing I asked Mr. Abdul is be fair and charge me half. I mean, the carpet is a wearable item. It's
Why charge you half?
And
this isn't wear and tear. This is destruction. They have to replace it. You know, and I saw the video of what the carpets looked like before.
The first few photos that you looked at of the carpet those were my photos that I entered into evidence that we took before we moved in. So there were stains.
Did you send
on
it
the
to? Let me
carpet
ask you a
prior to us
question.
moving in.
You're saying there were stains already in those pictures I took before. He says you took them after. You say you took them before. When you take the pictures, the idea when a tenant moves in and sees damage they don't want to be blamed for is that you take those pictures and then you email them to the landlord and say, I'm not complaining, or I am complaining. You need to fix this, or you don't need to fix this, but I don't want to be blamed for this, so here it is. Did you ever do that? Did you ever send it to them?
No, I did not. I mean, there was a lot regarding that.
So there's going to be a debate here about when those pictures were taken then, right? So, but I'm looking at this carpet, and dude, come on, man. Are you kidding? I'm surprised.
No,
honestly,
I'm not.
You know, it's a testament to what a great guy you are that he didn't counterclaim. Because it had to cost them a lot more than the $2,000.
Well, I guess he is because he's suing me for 22.
No, you don't know what a counterclaim is. A counterclaim is he comes in now and then he wants the extra $200 for the carpet plus another $1,000 for cleanup and drywall work and all the. That's what's not happening in this case. It's not happening. He just doesn't want you to take, to get the $2,000 back because that didn't even cover the carpet. It's just, I'm sorry. I know it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of damage. And my verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mr. Harold, let me just ask you, what are you thinking right now? This pictures really kind of did you in.
Hey, fair is fair. I mean, she ruled in his favor. That's what it is. So I accept it. I'd rather it come from the judge than come from him anyway, because I didn't appreciate how he handled his business. There are a lot of things that had nothing to do with the carpet that I didn't bring up. I just kept it strictly with the carpet and left it like that.
All righty. Well, that's it. You're not going to get the $2,000 back. Mr. Abukiel, I think, taking those videos that you did was very beneficial for you.
Mr. Harold is a great tenant. He was a great person, a great father, and the whole family. And I really does not give me any pleasure to be here. Doesn't give me a pleasure to take his money at all. I wanted it nothing but to give him the money, but it's just my hands are tied with the landlord. And if I don't take it from there, I have to pay for my pocket. That's just I know it's put me in a bad spot, but at the end of the day, it's business. It has nothing to do with personal.
All right, let's see what the judges have to say about this.
The plaintiff in this case, Mr. Harold, really a class act, a real gentleman, and he came up on the short end of this. But I got to tell you, that carpet almost looked like a crime scene up there. There was a lot of stuff going on it. I'm really grateful nobody lit it up with an ultraviolet lamp or anything, So I mean,
it's 4 kids, you know.
And 4 kids,
it's
a pad or 2, and all of a sudden, you can only have so much control over all that stuff.
And every state has rules about how the landlord can keep a security deposit and what they have to do. And I see this all the time where either property managers or landlords just say, oh, well, this alone covers it, and that's all they list. That's crazy because you don't know whether a judge is going to agree with you on that.
And that might be the tip of the iceberg.
Right. So you need to list everything within the time limit that the law requires you to list, and then figure it out. Then the judge will figure out later what they agree and disagree with you on.
That's what judges do. You separate the wheat from the chaff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Greg wants to know this. Hey, Harvey, my neighbor's dog got out on the road. I slowed down to avoid hitting him and I got rear-ended. Who's at fault? Well, if you got rear-ended, it's the car behind you that's at fault. However, the dog owner may also bear some responsibility. See you next time.